Hey, friends, welcome back to yet another episode of Show Me the Collectibles. I'm your host, Crander Q, aka my real name. Now, you might recognize our guest from a previous episode of Friends of the Squared Circle. Norm is back. I told him he had to come back off camera when we were done chatting last time, but this time he is here to show us his collectibles. Randy was upset we didn't talk about him enough, so Randy, that's all we need to talk about there, because one of these days we're going to beat that record. All right, Norm, how are you doing? And welcome back.
I'm always doing super fantastic, and thank you for having me again.
Yeah, that last episode was a doozy and fun. Like I said, we got to continue down the friends circle there to continue with more of those stories as we chatted off camera. I got to know more about, riding with Horace. I got to know more about the relationship with you and your nephew. You know why, Mr. Ken Defiance. Yeah, let's just jump into it. Let's see some of those collectibles, sir.
All right. One of these shows I watched, you guys were talking about the old WWF, so I had to pull out my Nikolai Volkov, one of the first ones.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be like a wrestling kind of thing today. But I didn't know until recently that they had WCW had brought a line out.
Okay.
Of the same kind of thing, except a lot smaller.
Oh, okay.
And so this is Sid Vicious.
I noticed he's not playing softball. Just kidding.
And he's not the Sid Vicious from the band either.
Yep.
I think it's Lex Luger.
Oh, that brings back memories. Yep.
And then Rick Steiner back in the Varsity Club, I think.
Okay.
But he always wore the head thing, didn't he? Always the headgear.
I thought that was cool. And then he had the bulldog tattoo. So, yep.
Yeah. The Gremlin, the dog-faced Gremlin.
Gremlin, yep. I was trying to remember what it was called as well. So.
And then I have that weird. It's a Jake the Snake head, but it's a squeezy. So you squeeze it in water and you fill it up, and then you squirt it again.
Very nice.
So, and then I found these recently that they're Cabbage Patch, but they're wrestlers.
Oh, yep.
So I got the Andre the Giant, and then the Ultimate Warrior.
Very nice. Yep.
and I'm a Cabbage Patch or Garbage Patch. I'm sorry, Garbage Patch fan from way back. So when I saw them, it's like, and they have two more. I think they have the Macho Man and Stone Cold, I think.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I'll have to be looking for them. And
I remember the trading cards as a kid. So, yep.
Right. And then the stickers and stuff. And so, but yeah, I didn't know that even they're WWE sponsored too. So, so it was kind of cool that they did a sponsor, that they okayed it, I guess you want to call it. We have a big candy store here in Minnesota, the world's largest candy store. And I happened to come across this. It's Roddy Piper.
There you go. That is cool. R.I.P. Rowdy. Yeah, I love Rowdy. Yep.
Yeah, and it's a bubble gum in one of his movies. His line was, "I'm here to kick butt and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of bubble gum."
That's awesome. I need to get.
And it's a bubblegum flavored pop. So, weird, the little weird things like that I like to pick up. Especially if it's wrestling but you talk about all your collectibles or whatever. I have, I don't know if you can see from the back wall. I have a bunch of them, figures in the back wall, but I have probably over 400 bobbleheads of all kinds. So nice. I'm a big collector of. I'm a collector of a lot of things,
I'm glad your wife lets you do that. I know I'm struggling to keep it contained. Eventually, once we get a house, I'm sure she's going to go a little crazy because she loves The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. And I'm mostly Jurassic Park, Ninja Turtles, and 80s cartoons are my jam. So hopefully one day...
luckily with my wife, we have a house that has a hole upstairs as an apartment, but it's sort of instead of a man cave, I have man land.
Very nice.
So that the upstairs is pretty much my dwelling, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So we have big football games or whatever. We come upstairs and it's away from the rest of the house. You know, so she don't have to be bothered by us yelling and screaming and any of my collectible crap, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've got it laying everywhere. We still haven't organized a spare bedroom, but eventually I'd like to have it showcased, and then people know that when we show off the collectibles, that I actually have some behind me. So instead of just piles of them next to me here. So
yeah. It got a little carried away for a while. I was just throwing things up here, and so I'm in the process of reorganizing and stuff. So, but I'm trying to, I'm doing what I can. It gets carried away sometimes. When you have a lot of bobbleheads, and my brother used to buy me figures every Christmas. Mm-hmm. And he had just passed away a couple years ago, and I found a box in his closet filled with these figures he had bought me that I haven't got yet. So I have like 2 boxes that I shouldn't have got yet, mm-hmm. So but I had one more area I wanted to show you at my. We talked at the last show that my nephew is a wrestler, and he made himself a little action figure. So I wanted to show that off a little bit. It's just a generic one, but he painted it up to be like him and his why shirt. So.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to show that off just because you got to promote family.
Exactly. Now, are you more of, like, we call it in the wild? I know everybody calls it something different. Now, do you prefer to find it out in the wild? Are you more an online shopper? I mean, I'm a little of both because up here in Superior, Wisconsin, they don't really have a lot of vintage shops or toy stores. So mostly I'm lucky to find them here and there. But where do you find most of your collectibles?
I'm as of you. Luckily we do have a couple collectible shops down here in town where I'm from Hastings. And I know Tippy Collectibles is one. I don't know if he's your sponsor, but you've talked to him before. And
I've got a lot of things episode there. Yep.
And Tippy's a great guy, and and he has a shop not 3 blocks from my house. So I'll walk down there and spend hours just looking at his stuff. And we also have a game store called Next Level, I think it's called.
Oh, okay.
But that's where I found that Andre the Giant actually just. So I'll look anywhere. I'll give them. My wife is really bad about supporting my habit. I mean, I call it. I don't think it's bad, but other people, like so for Christmas, I have like over 300 T-shirts too. I'm just weird about shirts too. So she'll buy me a new shirt like I need that like a hole in the head, But she'll find me unique things. She had found me actually it's right down here if I can grab it real quick. But one of my favorite is an Andre the Giant figure that I've never seen before.
Oh wow, that is pretty neat. I like Andre, yeah.
And so it's still in the bag and stuff, so I didn't take it out. But I thought that was she'll find unique stuff. She's more of the online guy or person.
Okay.
But I'll dig in garage sales. I summertime you can find me at as many garage sales as I can. Secondhand stores and stuff. But yeah, I'll do both. I'm not limited to anywhere, but online is the best way because you can shop almost all over the world.
Yeah, and you mentioned yard sales and secondhand stores. This isn't mean to be disrespectful to anyone, but like when moms and grandmas find the toys from yesteryears, they just throw them in a bin and donate them, and I couldn't be more excited that they do that. I know I went to a yard sale on previous episodes. I show off some of my Pizza Hut puppets, and a guy had the complete set of The Land Before Time. And I only took $40 cash that day because I didn't feel like going too crazy. But he had them for $35, and I didn't want to spend my whole $40 practically within the first 5 minutes of being out yard sailing. And now I'm kind of kicking myself in the pants because that day I didn't buy anything except for like one movie, which was probably like a couple bucks. So, I mean, I should have bought the puppets. Unfortunately, with that one, they have like certain days and times up here where the whole block will do them. So like trying to remember where we were, how far down it was just like, well, it's gone, So I really kick myself for not making that purchase, but
I learned the hard way of that.
Yeah. So
I've learned the hard way of that too. Is like, you second guess yourself and you're gonna miss out.
Yeah.
So if I see something I'm thinking about, I'll grab it and walk around with it.
Mm-hmm.
Even if I decide at the last minute not to, at least I have that still an option. Especially at secondhand stores, I've done that a lot. Where my wife will be in another section, and we have, I have this bad what do you call it? I can't think of the word, but I ask her before I buy anything outrageous.
Okay.
Even if it's not outrageous, even if it's $5 or $2 or whatever, it's like, hey, I'm going to pick this up. Because in our house, it's unique because she has always made more money than me, so she's the money lady, So I don't know what our bank account looks like, and I should, and I don't. So, but so it just works out best for us, and so I just make sure it's okay. I don't want to spend a lot of money, or even money that we, can't get rid of that week or whatever,
Yep.
But we don't do, silly things. We both like garage selling. We don't go gambling. We don't, if we go down to Treasure Island to eat, that's what we do. We go in there and we all eat or walk out. A lot of people can't do that, So she's a bad collector too. She's a Disney collector.
Oh,
so, she likes her Disney. So, I'll find her unique things on Disney, so we support each other's habits, and she likes coffee cups for some odd reason. So we have you open our cupboard and there's most people only have a little bit of an area for coffee cups. We have a whole shelf, 2 cupboards full of coffee cups, Yeah,
you mentioned the T-shirts and the coffee cups. I might have to throw those up on my friendsofthesquaredcircle.org so you guys make a purchase. No, I'm just kidding. But Amy, Randy, take a shot. She gets these tumbler-like things, and she's probably got about 15 to 20 of them. They're different colors, and it only can have water in it. She probably can hear me in the next room recording here. Whenever I use them, she's like, "What's in there?" I'm like, "It's water. Calm down." And she likes to have the certain cap, certain straw, and the cup all match the colors. I just go out there, grab a lid, grab a straw. I don't care. I'm drinking water. And she's like, "You're not doing it right." I'm like, "Okay."
Right.
But that's great that she supports your habit. It's great that you ask for permission. Hopefully she doesn't hear that part in the next room, so I, can still sneak them in once in a while. But I know I bought a few things where I've returned it and bought it again, returned it, because I'm just like, I feel bad spending the $20 on it when I should be doing this, but that's great, especially with someone that is supporting your collecting as well as a collector. So
and she knows, she always finds better deals than I do sometimes, but what with the phones now, you can almost automatically know if you're getting a good deal, but you don't want to stand there and check everything either, So like I said, we'll have a cart full at the secondhand store. Then maybe we'll go off to the side and check things out to see if it's worth it or whatever. Yeah.
On America was bad for me because I'm a DVD collector. I've got over 3,000 movies. Versus I got like 9 streaming services too, but I have all these DVDs, and I'll load up the basket because I'm not going to be going back through and trying to find the one, and then I got to do a process of which ones do I want? Which ones do I need? And then what are the ones that I know I won't be able to find again? So there's like 3 little categories. And then once I go through the ones that I know I can't find anywhere, those go up on the top of the cart in the basket. And then it turns into, okay, now we're going between what do I need more than what I want? And then I get to those piles. And then I have a stack that I have to go through and make sure that the disc is correct. And that the disc is good. And usually by the time I'm done, I'm walking out of there with 10. But, I probably have 30 in the basket or, in the cart at a time. And when Pawn America had their 2 for $1, me and my buddy would go there religiously every Tuesday. And I would have just a basket heaping up that I would have. That's probably when I was at my craziest. and I would just slide it to the side and then start looking again. You can't beat, 2 movies for $1 back in the day. So
right, even a Walmart always has a $5.99 bin or $2.99 bin or whatever.
Yep.
I spent hours going through that, back in the day looking for, like, I had the 3 categories too. Mine was the rare ones I'll watch again more than I want or need. If they're intended to watch again, or if I haven't seen it, So those were my kind of categories. It's like, it's an all right movie, but would I ever watch it again? Instead of like just. But I would also bad about franchises. If I had like the first couple of a franchise, you got to, even if the other ones weren't as good, you got to finish out the franchise.
Yep, like Fast and the Furious. I don't like anything past 5, but I got to buy 5 other movies. So
right. Star Wars. Hate to say it, but the first 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, and 6. Great. The other ones, not so great. But people can have their opinions. I mean, I like them for what they were. But I like them more than others. I think. Yeah, than other people. I like the first 3, the Phantom Menace and stuff. I like that more than a lot of other people did. But.
Yeah, for me,
it's a whole different episode.
Yeah, for me too. It's like I have Jurassic Park. I have it on VHS. I have an alternate cover on VHS. I have the DVD. I've got the alternate cover. I got the 25th anniversary cover on DVD. Then it comes the Blu-ray. Then it becomes the special edition Blu-ray. I have it on Laserdisc, and eventually I'll buy it on 4K. We have a 4K player now, but it's crazy because it comes out with different cover art, and it's like I need that for my collection. Even though I have the movie already in 5 different formats, I want it because it's different with cover art. And that's with the Planet of the Apes, too. I had the VHS box set. I had the DVD. I had the Blu-ray release. And then, again, I want to get 4K. And I was just at Savers, and I found another set of VHS tapes that have more artwork on it, and it's like, well, now I got to get the rest of those. So it's just like a continuing cycle of buying more than I need, but that's just how I collect, I guess. So
I like that with the Marvel universe or the DC universe. They came out with like the Batman set with the face. You can open it up and everything was inside or whatever. And then it came out like the Black Knight or Dark Knight came with a couple different things. And my wife, she tries to tame me down a little bit. She's like, do you need the same movie? But I don't need it, but I would like it, So sometimes she'll let me go. Sometimes it's like, you already have it, it's like, yeah, I know. So maybe she's downstairs. So I'll sneak once in a while and buy something that I know I already have. But without asking, I can't say I'm perfect. I don't always ask, but
And I just bought Ninja Turtles 2 on DVD. I didn't have that one on DVD, but I had it on VHS. And while we're there happened to be a green case for some kids movie. So I was like, oh, well, I want a green case to go with my Ninja Turtle movie. So I'm swapping them out. And Amy ran to take a shot, is like looking at me like, what are you doing? I was like, it's fine. I'm still buying the movie. I just want a green case. And now I'm thinking next time I go, I might try to get all 4 colors of the Ninja Turtles.
Nice.
With different movie covers, like Ninja Turtles 3, I'll get it, like, say, orange. Turtles 2 with red, just for kits and giggles. But
that's brilliant, dude.
Mm-hmm. Just so it's unique when I display it. So
if my wife watches this, she's gonna hate you because now you just gave me another idea. but you're a big Turtles fan. I saw this that I had sitting there. It's a tiki cup.
Oh, nice, very nice.
So it's I don't know if you heard a Loot Crate, but we remember the Loot Crate for a while, and they send you a lot of unique stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, but I wanted now, so that's unique from Loot Crate. I only have one, but I want all 4 of them. Yeah. And she's like, you know how much those are buying them? But now, why have one?
Yeah, you got to have all four Ninja Turtles, you know. So.
Yeah, you got to have all four Ninja Turtles, you know.
And I know I've shown these off on like a previous episode, but I'm like, this is kind of what I'm talking about. I mean, this is the one for my childhood. You know, the Ninja Turtles there, but then we also have this one. It's completely different, and I had to have it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And what I've seen now, there's a guy on TikTok, is he will take the actual reels out of the VHS, and he'll find a yellow or well, for the turtles, purple or red.
Oh, okay.
Tape, and he'll put the reels in there, so he'll have a red tape with his Ninja Turtles, or he spray painted one to look like the can of ooze. So everybody's creative with what they collect. But before we get going too long here, is there any more collectibles you want to show off, or?
Well, I could go on forever, so
gotcha.
we better limit it. I've been I said, I've been
definitely get you on another episode
a couple things to show you that I didn't have, but so I better stop you there because like I said, I could do forever because I got a lot of collectibles. I'm a talker, so I can talk forever. So
perfect, me too. So all right, Norm. Well, I know you want to plug your nephew there. Everybody, check out Ken E. Defiance on Facebook. You know why. Ken is a huge supporter of us here at Friends of the Squared Circle / Show Me the Collectibles. I appreciate you coming on again, Norm. Like we said, with friends, and now with collectibles, we'll have to get you on more episodes here. So,
yeah, I'm more than happy to. I'm glad the time worked out. At first it was so we had different times. So I'm glad things worked out finally, and I think we've been talking for a few months. So I'm glad that it finally worked out. So,
all righty. Well, I appreciate your time. We'll get you out of here, and then thank you for showing off those collectibles.
All right. Have a great day.
Thank you. Yeah, bye-bye.